got it recording.
Okay. Yes. So now we are live on Facebook. Hello, Sage Navigators. Hello, Karine.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
So we have the great pleasure of being here all together tonight. And tonight is a big discussion on the subconscious mind. And it is, I just want to point out, is Dia de los Muertos. So the Day of the Dead. Big celebration in Mexico today, where I'm going to be going very soon.
Yay.
But the big deal for them. So if anybody celebrates, then have fun.
It really is interesting how other countries celebrate some of these days, like to such a degree. But Mexico is very much, they celebrate the religious holidays for sure. So, yeah. And I guess
I feel like New Orleans is big on the Day of the Dead. Doesn't New Orleans have a big festival, I think? I'd have to look that one. I'm going to Google that. You guys talk.
Well, you know, the Irish
actually, sorry,
October 30th, the Irish do an awful lot with that, right? But well, they basically is the reason we wear masks, if I'm not mistaken, so that the dead can't find you. The souls can't find you. You're covered in a mask. So maybe, now that's an interesting conversation we got to put on the table. That's all about who we are. I wonder why we wear masks. Maybe we protect ourselves with that mask, because that, according to the eye, this is going to be crazy. Karine, where's the notepad? This is going to be a conversation to have, not tonight, but one to have for sure.
Okay, I'll write it down. I'm looking at Day of the Dead.
I want to just give you this information. I just Googled it. And it is a time for families to honor loved ones who have passed. On this day each year, it's said that the border between the spirit world and the living world dissolves, allowing the souls of the dead to reunite with their families. How beautiful is that? I think
that is beautiful. I'm so glad you told us. As soon as I'm done book club tonight. Oh, am I still with you? Yes. As soon as I'm done book club tonight, I'm going to it says light a candle on an altar or something. I don't have an altar right now. I'll light a candle and I'll talk to my mom.
You have an altar. Take anything higher.
Yeah.
Make the altar something higher that's nothing on it. Your top of your dresser, a top of a fireplace. Anywhere that's a shelf.
Okay.
That has nothing on it. It's all, you make these things. This is the power of, what serendipity at its best. You got it.
I was just testing something out. I'm so sorry.
Why? Nothing happened. I thought you were reacting to the serendipity part. We're talking about the subconscious mind, auto-suggestion. And here I'm saying, you have an altar. It's just a blank spot on top of a fireplace. Make it. It's your mind that's going to make it the altar. It's your mind going to call whatever you want to you. I love it. I love it. The power of the mind. So what are we speaking of? Let's go. Thinking
the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Of course, we're always talking about the thoughts and writings of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And all our conversations are basically based on that. But tonight was chosen to talk about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And how do we clear out our subconscious mind and refresh it, I guess we could say.
Oh, refresh it. Oh, pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
How do you weed the garden?
Oh yeah, I love weeding the garden. Actually, I was studying that today. I was studying the root chakra and how to clear it, because I'm preparing for next week, right? For the intro to vision mapping. If you're wondering what it's about, I guarantee I would be willing to bet $100 with anybody in our community listening right now that you have no clue of the A to Z, not for the people that are in it. That would be unfair. But for anybody that has not been in the intro to vision mapping for these last 3 weeks and the fourth week, I would bet $100 you don't know what we're doing. All of the elements that we cover. A hint is just one of the things we're talking about is clearing the chakra, the root chakra. Because the root chakra, one of the ways you can do it is gardening.
Can I share a funny story about chakras really quickly?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm putting you on the spot. But I learned about my chakras when I was in my 20s, living in New York City, working at Harper's Bazaar magazine, back in the heyday of magazines. And I was sent, my assignment was to go upstate New York to an new age health spa. What a hardship.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the things they did was this exercise. Sorry, sign me up. I know.
Sign me up.
They don't do these things anymore, by the way, in the magazine world. But anyways, I had to lie on, in a room. I had this guru. All the lights were out, candles were going, and he was reading my chakras. And he got to, keep in mind, I was in my mid to late 20s, still not married, had my long-term boyfriend, but we were always a little bit on, a little bit off because I was living in New York and he was living in Toronto. Anyways, he told me that my heart chakra was blocked. And would I like him to unblock it? And we did this great exercise where we realized that I was involved in a part of a kaleidoscope. And do you guys remember what a kaleidoscope is? Well, all the circles with all the colors, it was going around and around and around and around. And this was blocking my chakra, my love chakra. Would I like his help? And I said, nope, I like the kaleidoscope. Thank you very much. And we left it, and it took me a couple more years, but I married my husband, my high school sweetheart, and we're still together to this day. So this is my experience with chakras, and I love it. I love all of it. And anyways, that's my little personal story I wanted to share.
Well, I think it's wonderful because you had just enough to get you through. You wanted to go with a kaleidoscope, right? It's all colors. So you figured, wait a minute here. I was enjoying
my merry-go-round full of colors, I guess.
And I'm in New York City. Like, come on.
But I use it too as an example of, I think there are some people very comfortable with this type of, dialogue. And there are some people that it's very new and very different and could be a little bit, it's like anything that you don't know anything about is a little bit different, but I embraced it. I really think it's,
well, you know what I'm going to say to that, eh?
I know.
It only happens when you're ready for it, right? And you don't have to, you're never going to be uncomfortable with us.
Right.
Because we've been there. Hey, listen, I was the girl in meditation. I can't sit still. I can't even stand going to the hairdressers because it's too long. So I'm in meditation where you have to be quiet for an hour, right? So this is about your mind. We're on the subject of the mind. So we're not off topic here.
Well, I was looking at the time actually, and I feel like I just dominated. This is supposed to be about something else. So I'm handing it back to you guys.
No, it's perfect. It's right on topic.
What are you guys talking about? What are we talking about?
The mind. Oh, we have Paul here with us tonight. This is exciting. Paul, you're live on Facebook with us. So you'll turn your camera if you don't want everybody to see you, but they'll be lucky to see you. But basically, the mind and meditation, we were saying. And so people are afraid of the unknown sometimes. And people are afraid of the known as well. Okay? They know something and they don't want to see it. You ever like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You know what you're doing isn't good for you. I don't need to know that right now. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So I love the power of the mind is when you get to control it. When you get to say, I am doing what I want and thinking what I want to think. And add some emotion to that, and it'll seep through the subconscious mind. And because we're going into book club, what I'm going to say is, come back next week and we'll talk again. Join us in book club. We talk about this for 30 minutes. We talk about meaningless and meaningful conversations. Go to the website and just sign up, and you'll get the link in your email, and then just join us. We're going there in 1 minute.
1 minute.
No homework, no prep work. You don't have to have the book. You don't have to do anything but follow along. You don't even have to share. You can just listen in book club.
And then when you really have something to share, when it comes to you, we'll be very excited to listen. So there's men and women, mostly women, but we love the men that come because they usually come with a really great insight and a different perspective. See, we have two joining us right now. Merci, Jean, d'être ici. Merci, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jean. And we're going to shut off the live. So we'll wish Dockside, you can join us. You don't have to be
Bonne
left
nuit,
out.
Dockside. Bonne nuit.
Hi, Paul. So